welcome to O'Danny Boy Golf. I'm here at Golf 19 with Andy, who's the head pro here, and today I'm going to have a lesson to improve my ball striking and hopefully hit the ball a lot further.
Okay, so obviously we've had a bit of a chat off screen, off camera, and you said you've played a bit in the past, and so the main focus for today is just going to help get you reacquainted some of those basics and fundamentals, just to help with consistency. The main thing with golf is, yes, we want to try for that perfect shot, but hitting more good shots and your bad shot better is always way more important. So I think the best thing to do before we begin is let's just see what you can do. Let's see you hit a few. So just keep hitting a few. So we'll chat whilst you're hitting. Yeah. So you played a bit as a kid?
Yeah, I started when I was about 13, just hitting balls on a school field.
Okay, cool. Is that over here or in the UK?
In the UK. And then
was that an illegal activity, or can we talk about that?
Yeah. I got told off a few times.
Good for you. That's a lovely strike. Well done.
But my dad realised how good I was, or how good I could be. So he took me to a golf club.
Yep.
When I was just 13.
Was that the same time you realised how modest you are, or
how rubbish I was? But I basically just got introduced, because my dad was a member.
Cool. That's a lovely strike. So did you get a handicap or anything like that?
I got down to a 13 handicap.
Yeah.
But it was on a par 3 course.
Still counts.
Not on a full course. I got onto a full course because my mum was a cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I got allowed to go out and play on her membership, where I played a lot with a few members there and got down to a 15 handicap on a proper full-size course. And then after turning into an adult, the fees just went shooting up, and I chose being a bus driver over playing golf.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of really good stuff there. So when you've been at the range, have you used any of the Top Tracer stuff?
Not yet. I've used the main one.
Okay, so I think to be honest with you, but I'm obviously watching you hit a few there, and you plot it, lovely strikes, and sort of plotting the shots, etc. are great. So what we can do is go on to my practice. So there's so much this can do. But what you can, so when I were a lad by gum, used to either go to a range or as a practice field, we brought your own balls, and you'd actually. Nice thing is when you pick your own balls up, you can actually pick them up to see where they landed. Beauty of this now is you just. So if we go here, what it'll do is each one you hit, it'll plot, and then what that does is when we're just looking at it, we can start to see if there's a theme going on, as it were. But like I will say, ball striking, etc., is fantastic. So just hit a few more, and then
I'll do a few off the ground.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because for me, part of it is a mental side of things, especially playing off mats.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hit the ground and then chunk it.
If you hit the ball first, it won't matter too much. Or as much.
Well, that's why I'm trying to improve it.
There's not a lot wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's lovely. No, it's a shame you had to stop. Unfortunately, it's a story as old as time with golf. Where, what are you, mid-30s? If you don't mind me asking.
34.
Yeah, same as me. So it is a tale as old as time, really, with golf, where we sort of don't blend people well enough from junior to sort of adult golf, and then we lose them. Hopefully, obviously, with Golf 19 other places, we sort of stop that. So if you say just hit a few for me. So if you look here, Dan, just upset. So it's just plotted this one here. That doesn't get much better than that. But what we'll start to do is we'll start to see a theme either way. So when you've been hitting balls lately, is there a certain side you've been missing, or a certain bad shot, or is a lot of it what you think could happen as opposed to what's actually happening?
So when I'm just using the clubs that you've got as as like out of the bag,
Mm-hmm.
I seem to be spooning them off to the right.
Mm-hmm. So you've got to remember a lot of those, like that 7-iron there, for
Yeah.
example, it's got a pretty decent sort of stiff steel shaft in
Yeah.
it. A lot of our clubs are aimed
Windy.
for, well, they're aimed for everybody, if you
Yeah.
like. So, because most people are going to turn up and just grab a 7-iron out the bag who've got little experience, so they're not, to put something like that in wouldn't necessarily work.
But when I was playing regularly,
Uh-huh.
my irons are more comfortable drawing,
Mm-hmm.
whereas my drivers, I like to have a baby fade on it.
Okay.
But it's all to do with ball positioning and obviously getting this downswing
Mm-hmm.
and getting my hips through the ball.
Okay.
Using some clubs which are too flexy or.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so let's just we'll hit a few more because we know this is nearly not far off anyway. So
See, I just gently faded that one out to the right by accident,
mm-hmm.
which is not my normal
Okay, so hit a few more.
shot. That's the worst one. Having a glove helps because it helps me grip the club better.
Yeah, so a lot of people. So the thing with a glove is if you haven't got one on and you're used to wearing it, you can try and grip it quite tight normally.
Yeah. So I'm starting to lose.
Yep. So hit another one for me. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like in a second.
That's a bit better. I'm
Well,
starting
so
to
lose a bit of form.
Form and consistency.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. So there's no such thing as beginner's luck as such, because obviously you're not a beginner.
Yeah.
But what happens the first few is, like, not taking the mick too much. You're worried about this, you're worried about that, you're worried about this, you're worried about me. So you've got absolutely zero expectation, and you just step up and hit it. And actually, so when someone hasn't played for a while,
Yeah.
and they turn up and play really well, it's because there's absolutely zero expectation. It's like, oh, this is good, and then what we've done, which is by hook or by crook, is we've put the screen on, started to measure it. We've sort of, not quite the same, but we've simulated a bit of being on the golf course, because actually we've put a target, we've put a measurable in. So then we're starting to see what probably would happen if you were playing, which is, well, I've got that target there, that orange board, and I'm going to measure where they go. So you're like, well, hang on a minute. Then you start to think, oh, I'm trying to. No, it's more you're trying to do something with it. Whereas the first few, you're like, oh, I just don't want my trousers to fall down. Okay. And then, so you hit it, well, I can do this.
Yeah.
But actually, when you start to create a target, we see what would happen. And like you said, you see how we have these. You see how we've got like the best few shots, lovely textbook, and then these are all over the place. So it's not so much they're all over the place because direction's not too bad. If you were playing a golf course that much trouble in front of the green, you'd probably just have a longer chip shot or pitch shot, and it wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, what's kind of encouraging? So if you look at these numbers here, your worst shot's only really 30 feet either side of the target. So direction's actually pretty solid. So we are going to work on something that's going to help with the strike, consistency of strikes. If it's coming out near the middle, which, to be honest, the more balls you hit, again, the strike will come back to some extent. Sometimes you see people who've got like something at home, like a net or something. They like the red arrows, but their ball striking is amazing. So red arrows are this way, that way. Their ball striking is great. Well, yeah, their ball striking is great because basically all they've done is work on that. Now, if you look here, so Setup's okay. I mean, we are going to look at your grip, but if you look here, as soon as you swing back, your lower half sort of collapses a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you're happy in terms of rhythm, and then if you look there, this left elbow comes up. So when you're happy with rhythm, etc., that doesn't matter as much because actually you can make it repeat, and no one's ever going to have a perfect golf swing. It doesn't exist. But what you will have is things that you can make repeat more often.
Yeah.
So we're just going to basically do two things, which are going to be quite big changes. But obviously, if you were sort of someone said, "Look, I've been given a lesson voucher for Christmas and it's something to do," you wouldn't necessarily do it.
Yeah.
If you actually want to make your golf better, you make the changes. So
my aim for this is document how I'm getting back in, and also see how low I can go.
In a good way.
I want to get back to a 13 handicap.
Well, I mean, those first few shots you hit, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't do it. So if you just put, so what we're going to do is we are going to start with the grip. So if you just grip it for me. So, you said how you used to draw the ball.
Yeah.
Draw and a hook are very close cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we look here, this right hand in this position is kind of typical of someone who played as a kid.
Yeah.
Because when you're a bit smaller, from what you said, when you're smaller, not as strong, that right hand there actually can release. So basically, when you're smaller, not as strong, the club's quite heavy. It comes under here, it releases, it squares it up. As you get bigger and stronger, and as you hit more balls, forget about general, as Dan hits more balls, that's going to start to creep in, and less going to happen. So what we'd like to see now is that hand sitting on top there. Okay.
More over.
Yeah. So over here. Okay. So there. Okay.
Because
So
I'm
here.
slightly.
You're way under there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to want to come back to here. So we're going to sit this on there more. Okay. So just have a few practice swings just with that. So put the left hand on for me.
So left hand, right.
Yeah. So let's put that there. So that could go possibly there. A bit more since you can now put your right hand on. I really want to see this there. Now what that's going to do, it's just going to help with the club face. So club face control.
So more over.
Yeah. So just let me get out of the way. So have a few practice swings. Okay. Yeah, just hit that the ball. Just a few getting used to that for me. Right, a few more. I'm just going to check the form on that grip. Look at that grip. So just make sure it doesn't creep back underneath. Perfect.
Keep it on top.
Yeah.
Just try and visualize the ball on the tee.
Yeah, good. If that helps. Good. Right, do you want to hit a few? That's it. If you know, two things. Try not to grip it really tight, because obviously when it's a different, it's different hand position. Yeah. When it's a different hand position like that, obviously you're going to want to grip it tighter. Try and relax as much as you can. Lovely effort. Well done. Really good. So again, don't worry too much about distance or anything like that. Just take your time. So just check that right hand position.
So my left hand was fine.
Yeah, if anything, it could come over a little bit though. So make sure, just if you like reference points, so take your right hand off. So your bus drivers, you must like checklists. Okay. So that position there, okay, that V points there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
And
that one
sits on top. Yeah. Gorgeous
far
strike.
better strike.
Yeah, it's much better, isn't it? How long have you been in Guernsey for?
This is my second lot of 9 months.
Oh, what, did you do 9 and 3 or something?
9 and 3.
Yeah. Where's home?
Cornwall.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where, when I leave here, I'm going back to Cornwall and I'm playing 11 courses in 14 days.
Lovely strike. That's brilliant. You know what they say about Devon?
Yeah.
Rains 8 days out of 7. Where will you play when you go to Cornwall? I used to play St Mellion a lot back in the day.
I can't go on St Mellion to film, but I can go and play if I wanted to.
Yeah, yep.
My home course when I was growing up was Holywell Bay and Killio.
No, I never heard. As I said, St Mellion used to be. St Mellion used to have quite a lot of amateur stuff there, so I used to play there quite a bit when I was playing.
But I did play Truro at one point.
Oh yeah,
because that was only up the road from where I lived.
Trevose is Cornwall, isn't it?
Trevose is Padstow, Cornwall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be filming there in June.
Cool.
So part of the club at Holywell Bay when I was there, we had away days.
Yeah, yeah.
So we used to go out and play different clubs all over Cornwall and maybe north, like the southern part of Devon, right on the border, like Treforn and Bude and right on the border.
So lots of nice golf down there. It's just for the rest of the UK, it's quite hard to get to, isn't it?
It takes a while.
Yeah. That's a great hit. Doing really well, mate. Just keep going. So well done. I'm just gonna keep an eye on this grip.
I'm not worried about the aiming for a specific target right now.
Yeah, I'm honestly
focusing on the ball.
Just for now, when you're actually practicing something like this, like a grip change, that's fine. Yeah. But I would say when you are trying to apply your practice, it is important to pick a target because then you've got something to measure. So, yeah, when you're changing grip, 100%. Yeah.
Because once I get used to this grip, because it's slightly more over.
It is, and it's so basically once
I was more on the side.
One's come one way, one's gone the other way.
Yeah.
So that's obviously quite. What I would say, that grip's going to help because for me, I feel as you're hitting more balls, you're going to start to see that left side of the golf course coming in a lot more than we'd like.
Yeah.
So if we just remember I showed in the video that left knee going.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that is. So I'm guessing when you were younger, was it literally a bit not so much self-taught, but did you just go out and play and?
It is self-taught.
Yeah, yeah.
So...
And that's really not that uncommon. I mean, good for ish, but it wasn't. I mean, we're the same sort of age. We were the first kind of, if you like, generation that started playing at 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Now they could start even younger, and it's coaching from a young age. But yes, I mean, it wasn't uncommon. So anyway, what I'd like to see, okay, is this lower half a lot more still. So at the moment you go over here. Yeah. The problem with that is you have to then put it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so now. Interesting at your back. Great coach told me years ago. Dippers, sliders get bad backs. Yeah. Clippers get golfer's elbow. Whether that's relevant or not, I don't know. But what we'd like to see. Okay, so obviously you've got this grip in this position, but on the way back is turning into that position. Now it's going to feel quite weak, but I almost want you to feel like you're just using your arms to get to there. So it'll feel really weak. It'll feel like you're just picking the club up. What I'll do is I'll show you what it looks like. So don't worry about hitting the ball just now.
So left hand slightly more over.
Yeah, and then right hand on top.
And then right hand more on top.
So have a practice swing for me where you say just use your arms on the way back. Lovely. And again. Okay, so if you look here. So that feels like it's just your arms.
Yeah.
You've still got that lovely turn there, haven't you? Whereas if you compare that to when you're hitting shots, see how that left side just collapses. So, it feels quite weak, but you can still create a really nice turn with that better grip. That's again, we think about our overall
grip,
goal.
I guess the grip and the grip and the swing matches up.
Yeah, no, so
That's why I'm.
what we're trying to do is make your lower half just a lot more consistent than your right, the grip, just to kind of help with the club face. Lovely. And again. Right, let's go. Right, let's see you hit some, mate. Good lad. Really good.
Does feel weird.
I hate to be so sadistic, but that's a good thing.
Weird is good.
Well, it just helps you, well, you know you're changing something then. Yeah, good.
I do feel like I just need that extra bit
Yep.
on that backswing.
But as you hit more balls, so obviously relaxing that grip pressure is going to help because that'll make the hands move quicker. But how can you practice swings? Good lad. Really nice. So left side went a little bit then. Obviously as well, there's going to be a flexibility element. Oh, so it's easier to some extent to move off the ball like that. Whereas if you're there, you obviously turn into it, okay? So have another practice swing. Yeah, lovely. Right. Happy with everything today?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So obviously, you've got those two. Most people can only really cope with one, maybe two thoughts when they're practicing.
Yeah.
Now, the main thing obviously for today is we hit it lovely, the proof's in the pudding, it's working, things feel awkward.
Yeah.
So the only way to sort of get through this is to practice. And the more you practice, the more it becomes comfortable.
Yeah.
Then you can hit shots, and then you can actually see what happens as a result. Now,
because the yardages on those ones weren't as good.
Not yet, but they will be.
But as you said, the more you practice, the more that consistency will start creeping in.
And the more comfortable it feels, the better, etc.
Because I just want to be able to come up to a ball, go.
Well, and that's the thing, like, let's say you've had, although you've stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at, I don't know if you follow the golf, but Anthony Kim had a 12-year break from professional golf, came back, his swing pretty much looked identical. So a lot of what we do in our formative years in golf sticks.
Yeah.
It's like that grip is where you're going to be comfortable going to.
Yeah.
So the more balls you hit, then that becomes normal. And then I wouldn't say you're just going to forget about your grip, but it's there, kind of thing. Okay.
So that'll become more natural just to hold it.
Yeah.
And get the ball, get the club head more lined up.
Yeah. So that's going to help massively. But the bit I can't stress enough is practice is going to make permanent. So I think we follow up in a couple of weeks, give yourself time to practice, and go from there, and then we'll see where it goes.